হ্যাঁ বলো। হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে, আমি পরে দিচ্ছি, এখন ওটা লাগিয়ে দিচ্ছি আর না। In today's class, I want to discuss that period, transportation period, and I will tell you in very easy to understand English. You know, easy to understand English. What was the date? Date was 1813 to 1835, right? What happened during this period? During 1800, during 1813, what happened? What happened actually on that very day? What happened? Which act? Chartered Act was passed. Why was it passed? It was passed, Chartered Act was passed. Why was it passed? It was because Indians must be taught through medium of English, because Orientalists and Anglicists fought over the use of language. The Orientalists supported Oriental education, whereas Anglicists wanted the medium of instruction to be what? English, right? Sorry, I'm searching for my earphone. Okay, fine, leave it. Now, you will be very surprised to know that even the Orientalists, they also wanted India to benefit from presence of British rule in India, and that is why they wanted the Indians to get education through Oriental Oriental education, right? Already available in India. What was it? What were the Oriental learning? What were the subjects? Arabic, Sanskrit, Persian, right? These three languages. The Orientalists wanted Indians to get education through three languages. What are those three languages? Persian, Arabic, and Sanskrit. Whereas the Anglicists wanted Indians to get education through English language. Okay, and that is the reason why when everybody supported, like I'm telling you, one person, his name is Raja Ram Mohan Roy. He even wanted. He is called the modern man of India. Do you know why he is called the modern man of India? Because he wanted Indians to get English education. He wanted Indians to know the English language. So he encouraged Indian youths or to learn English, to know how to read, how to write. And as a result, what happened? Indians, a section of Indian could read and write. Okay, they started writing in the newspapers, and the newspapers also encouraged people living all over India to learn the use of English language and the necessity of the use of English language. Is that clear? Now my question is, all for in this period, why is this period called transportation phase? It may be a question for all of you. Why is this period called transportation phase? The British in India, transported many things from Britain, from England to India. Like those things, they also transported, means carried, brought, understood, their culture, education, philosophy, rational thinking, the human rights, rights of liberty, equality. They brought the Western thinking on Western culture from their country to India. Indians living in all the parts, in different parts of India, or Indians living in Eastern, Western, northern southern part of India, okay, benefited from the presence of British Navy. Why? Because the British transported their language, their culture, their way of living. Everything they carried influenced Indians. Indians benefited. Indians understood the value of what? English language. Clear? They used it to bring about change in their life. Like that day, in that class, on that day, what she said was, what did she say? She said, it transformed cultural life. You said, it transformed cultural life. Transportation fields transformed cultural life. And also, not only transformed cultural life, educational, social, political, cultural, understood. If you look at how India developed, if you look at the society of today, and if you compare the society of today with the one that existed during British period, will be different. The India of yesterday was totally different from the India of today. In today's India, people, wherever you go, can express their views in English. We have thousands of writers writing in English language. I know you know Shashi Tharoor is a great man, Shashi Tharoor. As you are English honor student, you must know that fellow. He speaks very good English. He has got good command over English language. Okay. But the writers in those days, in that short span of time, the writers who were born and brought up, right? In that particular short span of time were Rishi Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, then who is that? Tobu Dutt, Michael Madhusudan Dutt, then Vivian Di Rosio, then Rishi Aurobindo. My God, he was great. You need to read Rishi Aurobindo. He was really a great man. Great. The greatest of all writers. Because he has tremendous knowledge of English. Later, we got Swami Vivekananda. Sea of learning. Why? Why did you get Swami Vivekananda? It's only because of Western education. Is that clear? So, I have answered almost all the questions. Now you can ask me one question. You feel like asking, all of you. Sir, 1813 to 1835, what exactly happened in 1835? Is not it very important to know what happened in 1835? There was a man called Babington Macaulay, right? And what he did was he made a education policy. And what was it for? It was for higher studies. Clear? According to, he named it Macaulay's Millet. Okay. According to this, English must be used as a medium of instructions. Understood? For those who are going for higher studies. Is that clear? Is my English very difficult to understand? Am I explaining everything in easy to understand English? See, when you understand everything in easy to understand English, you cannot find it difficult to write answers to any questions. And if I teach you like Machinda Venice, Julius, whatever you have syllabus, if you had the syllabus, had you given to me, I would have completed it. Believe it, I will do 2 or 3 poems at a time. That's how I want to go faster than the wind. If I am a teacher of literature, I must complete 2, 3, 4, 5. Even if it is possible, 1 novel completed. Like that, I want to do everything. Oh, fine. Now my question is, there are some other questions as well. In this time, what happened actually? India succeeded in reaching, in carrying, in giving, in taking English education to almost every home in India. Every home, right? Wherever English went, wherever the British or our rulers means English people went, English followed. And those places which found English language to be a foreign language came in contact with it. In this period, the India connected with India came into contact with the Western education, Western culture, philosophy, rational thinking, then democracy, rational thinking, philosophy, liberty, equality. People started fighting for their rights. Earlier, people did not know anything about rights. If you look at what, Raja Ram Mohan Ray tried to say was that Raja Ram Mohan was the only person to understand why English was very important for the people who lived in then India. Then India means in the India under British. He understood the necessity of the knowledge of philosophy, culture, society. The society in the West should mingle with the society in India. He wanted amalgamation. Amalgamation means mixture. Is that clear? He wanted a Indian culture to mix with the Western culture. Why? Unless and until Indians get the taste of Western philosophy, Western culture, Western thinking, philosophical thinking, rational thinking, they cannot change themselves. Actually, you people go to university, colleges. Why? Because you people are students, and these people who teaches in the universities, colleges, they try to change the way you think. They change your knowledge. What they do inside the classroom shape your future. That is why the teachers are called the backbone of the society, right? Now my question is, Ram Mohan Roy, if you look at what he did, or if you understand what he actually did, is beyond our imagination. Raja Ram Mohan Roy understood the society was what? Society was divided. Casteism was there. Women were imprisoned within the four walls of the house. Women were not given the right, allowed what? Equal rights. They were made to live inside the four walls of the houses. The widows could not marry. And those whose, especially I am talking about the women who lost their husbands, they were burned to death. They were burnt alive. Was it good thing? Good practice? Can I call it system? It was called Sati system. Widow remarriage was not done unless and until Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar came. He voiced his views against it. He said, this is not acceptable to people like us. We cannot accept this. You cannot kill a woman in the name of superstition, right? It was superstitious beliefs or not? So was it not necessary to fight these evils, these superstitions that existed in the society? How can you fight the existence of those age-old superstitions that were a part of the society of yesterday, Indian society of yesterday. There was caste system. If you look at Kerala of today, even some places in Kerala still, though it is not practiced now, but some people try doing it again. But those who belong to the lowest class of the society, they were not allowed to come out and even walk on the road. That generally is used by those who belong to the upper caste of the society. Naturally, the society was totally what? Was it a good society to be proud of? The old Indian society of that time was a thing of our pride. Did not it need to be reformed? Right? So, who reformed them? These people who the British made with the help of Western education, culture, knowledge of equality, knowledge of democracy, knowledge of what? Rational thinking, right? All these helped the Indians to do what? To change the way they thought. They thought about life. And our society totally saw radical change. Right or not? What kind of change did we have? British government banned sati system. No sati was burnt alive. Then, there was polygamy also. A Kulin Brahman could marry as many as 100 girls. Was it a good thing? We cannot get one to marry, whereas that fellow had more than 100. Whereas we do not have one. Do you get it what I'm saying? Is this a good thing? Who fought? Those who got Western education. Those who got proper knowledge. Okay? And they used it to fight the injustice. What are those injustices? Injustice done to a section of the society by another section of the society in India. And that's why the society needed to be reformed, and the people who reformed were created due to presence of what education? Western education. And this Western education was given to Indians because of his fellow Babington Macaulay and his minute helped those who went for. Can you tell me who was the first graduate of Calcutta University? With a mobile phone, you can make impossible possible. I am reminding always. Why am I saying this? Who completed BA from Calcutta University? Who was first to complete BA? Who was first to complete MA? Who was it? Who was the first woman to do BA from Calcutta University? Who? Who? Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay. Okay. And then, who was the first woman?
Kadambini Ganguly.
Kadambini Ganguly. Is not this a very nice thing to know? These people, Bankim Chandra Chatterjee was first to complete, then followed by a woman, Kadambini Ganguly, completed. This is how a new beginning, understood, started in the life of the Indians. And there were 3 universities. Where are the other 2? Delhi, Bombay and Madras. Delhi, Bombay, Madras. Now Kolkata, Bombay, Madras. Delhi, there was no university. Is that clear? And when did they get, when was the set up? In which year? Can you tell me? In which year? This is going to help you later in our next classes. I'm going to tell you. No. When? See. 18?
1835.
1835 or 1847? See, no. Why do you have no? If you have the phone with you, it's necessary. When did these three universities came up? Kolkata, Calcutta, Bombay, Madras. In which year did they come? In which year were the University of Calcutta, University of Bombay, University of Madras? Yes? 1857. Clear? Now, tell me, is there any doubt, a little doubt about this chapter? Have I made it very clear? Why is it called transportation phase? Because English language and
English culture, Western culture, their nationalities are
national thinking, liberty, then democracy, other thinking, rational thinking, this in turn, they were brought to the Indian. You take. I have this with me, I have come from England, I am giving it to you. Take all this. What is this? Rational thinking. Do you know what is rational thinking? When you think with the help of your what? Understood? Trained mind. Good. So how can you mind be trained? Only if you do a lot of reading. When you are familiar with Western culture, Western knowledge, philosophy, literature, and psychology. Okay, logic, isn't it? Democracy, liberty, and all this entered India. When? That's how Indian benefited, and there were a new generation of writers who could speak and write in English. And they published many newspapers, and this is how India began to be what? Appreciated as a English clear speaking country. Though actually during British rule, India became India of yesterday. India under British rule was able to actually speak, communicate, or use English language. Okay, but today's India is far advanced, isn't it? We are way ahead. Do you know we are way ahead means we are far right ahead of them. Now I want you to please tell me the first question. Hello, what is the first question? Are they long answer type questions? And as soon as I go back to my house, I'll send you all the answers to all the long answer type questions. Now tell me, what is the first question? Tell me.
Discuss the transportation phase, explain its major features and its importance in the development of English education and Indian English literature.
Nice. You. What is the first question? Read. What is the first question? Tell me.
Display the transportation phase.
Yeah. Thank you. You read please loudly, like that day's class. Read loudly. I want you to read loudly. Read. Come on. Are you ashamed? Okay, fine. You take your time. You read, no?
Explain its major features and its importance in the development of English education and Indian English literature.
Very good, Sonali, please will you raise your voice a little?
1813 to 1835. Explain its major features and its importance in the development of English education and Indian English literature.
Okay. What are the major features of 1813? Okay. What are the features of development of English language and literature in India? What are the features? Can I tell you coming of the British? One. Okay, fine. Then
They carried their
missionaries activities. Can I take it like missionary activities? Okay, number two. Future number two. Missionary activity. Number three. Press
Printing or many books.
printing books. Okay, fine. Then press. That is press. No. Another one. Sonali, I told you to at least prepare one. One. Now tell me. Feature. Transportation, no, it's a phase, It is when. No, I'm just telling you. Number one, features. Features means the characteristics. Now tell me.
roads, tunnels, and early railways improved.
Okay, fine. I understood. Can you tell me one feature? Coming of the British, missionary activities, they helped the development of English language in India. What are the things that helped the development of English language in India?
Many schools and colleges.
Colleges and schools were set up because of,
Printing.
Anglicists and Orientalists. They fought over this, which education, which language to be used to teach. Okay, they fought over this, and after the fight was over, English language was accepted, and English became the medium of instruction for the Indians, and that's why the colleges and universities were set up, and the people in India benefited because of the presence of those schools, colleges, universities in India, isn't it? They started going to universities, colleges where they got the Western education through the use of English language. Fine, very good. But characteristics, okay, you please tell the class as many as how many? How many can you tell? How many can you tell? How many? Missionary activities, one. Coming of the British, number two.
Establishment, school and colleges.
Okay.
Printing press, needed
Printing,
books for
okay. Printing press.
British comes with their education and culture. in
Okay,
India.
fine.
And the missionaries like William Carey, they are helping.
Anglicists, Orientalists, they also contributed. Fine. You have already answered. This is how you can answer the questions. I am sending you the answers. Okay, question number two. You read the question number two. You prepare question number two. Read like that. That sound like that. Okay. Second question. What is the second question?
Explain its major features. Discuss the role of Christian missionaries during the.
Oh, fine. See, Christian missionaries. Discuss the role of Christian missionaries who contributed to the development of English language and English literature in India. See, Christian missionaries, actually, they were afraid of coming initially. If you are a government in India, okay, the British ruled, okay, British defeated Sirajuddaula in 1757. Then Battle of Buxar. Then they got the political power. Understood? They felt stronger than ever before. And then when in 1813, okay, as soon as Chartered Act was adopted, clear? Indians got how much? 1 lakh for education, and as a result, when 1 lakh rupees was sanctioned by the British government, this rupees or this money was used for Western education, right? And this is why colleges, universities, schools were set up all over India, and the people got Western education. Okay, these are the things that happened. But what happened, though the missionaries came to India, their main aim was to spread Christianity. They wanted Indians to adopt or to follow Christianity or to be followers of Christianity. Okay. But what happened? As soon as the Indians understood that their 1,000-year-old belief in particular religion will not be possible, only people like them if the people like them enter India to spread their own religion, okay, then they protested against it. But when the British stood by them and said, I am with you don't worry, I am the ruler, okay, you feel free. You feel free to spread your own religion. But I must say, the British, the missionaries were not as bad as we think they are. They are not as bad as we think they are. Why? It was because they did not force people to accept Christianity. They didn't make people follow what? Christianity. Like during 700 year, Islam rule, how the Indians accepted Islam, became Muslims, and this is the reason why two countries, Pakistan and Bangladesh, got separated, including Afghanistan. Bamiyan Buddha was there. Once that country was also a part of India. Okay, and Shaguni's sister. What was name of Shaguni's sister? Gandhari, no? Gandhari? Kandahar is still in Afghanistan. Once, even Afghanistan was a part of India. Now they parted. They separated. Okay. Why? Why did they separate? Why did they separate themselves from us? Because of the religion. They say, we practice Islam, we cannot live with Hindus. We need a separate country. And this is why as soon as the country became independent, our leaders said, okay, fine. If you are in need of a country, take Pakistan. Later, Pakistan, even Bangladesh was a part of Pakistan. Later in 1971, they fought over language. Those living in Bangladesh wanted Bengali language to be their national language of Pakistan, which Pakistani Urdu speaking people did not want. Understood? As a result, Pakistan got divided into two parts. One is Eastern Pakistan, that is Bangladesh, and the other is Western Pakistan, that is Pakistan of today. Okay, this is why two countries were born. Understood? Now, you know what happened? My topic was, these Christian missionaries were told by the rulers in India, you feel free, we are with you. When they say we are with you, when you enjoy the support of the ruling party or ruling government, you feel strong or not? They, did their work without fear. Nothing could stop them from spreading Christianity. And this is why these missionaries understood, spread Christianity. At the same time, I must not blame them, they are very good people, good at heart. Why? They did not force Indians to accept Christianity. So, number of Christian people living in India is not as many as you think. They are less than, they are minority. Maybe, 3-4 crore people. Now, Indians, how many Indians are there? 150 crore. Out of 150 or maybe 4 crore people practice Christianity. Understood? So, they are minority, minority or not. But British ruled for 200 years or more than that. But had they forced Indians, the British ruler forced Indians to accept Christianity, entire India would have become Christians and India would have become a Christian country. But British had respect for our religion, for our culture. This is why they got divided into two groups. One group called Orientalist and the other Anglicist. Orientalists always supported Indian classical language, culture, literature. Understood? They had respect, and this is why they ruled in India without harming the interest of India. Another thing I want to tell you, when I'm telling you about the English education and English literature, you must not forget one thing. The British changed us. British rule, 200-year British rule changed us into who we are today. If we are behaving well towards others, if India is third largest economy in the world, if India is ahead of other countries, if India is speaking good English, if India is way ahead of others in all the fields, in the field of culture, agriculture, education, science, technology, in all spheres, okay, taken together, then who is behind it? The English education. If you live in a very good society in Kullani, whose contribution is this? The British, they walked that day, and today we are reaping the fruits. What you do today will shape your tomorrow. If you are giving your 100% and if you are working very hard, you are going to top the university. You are going to top the college. You are going to clear IAS. Right? Why? Because it is the fruit of your labor. You work hard, you don't worry. You work hard, you don't think about what will happen. Just do your duty with respect, with seriousness, with one-sidedness. And if you do it with your seriousness, with duty, with sense of duty, I'm sure nobody can prevent you from doing whatever you want, shining in life. Okay. I'm sure that you got the answer to this question. Missionaries did a good job. Why? They printed books, translated Bible into Indian languages, then set up schools, brought the Indian children to the school, gave them Western education, and the books were available. In those days, I'm telling you, in India, only a section of people, a particular section of people used to enjoy education. They enjoyed being educated. Only if those people belong to the royal family. And in today's India, everybody can feel free to go to colleges, universities. There is no restriction imposed on anybody, isn't it? I'm telling you, I really forgot to tell you that particular thing. Raja Ram Mohan Roy actually understood that without Western education, Indians cannot change. Right? And this is why we cannot forget Raja Ram Mohan Roy. And this is why he is called modern man of India. Okay, now go to question number 3. Please.
Charter Act.
Charter Act. And what is Charter Act? The Charter Act was made for the introduction of English education in India. English language was what? To be taught. Why? According to the Charter Act, what happened? The British sanctioned 1 lakh rupees for the spread of Western education in India. Actually, British financed the education system or education in India. They were told, go to all the schools, madrasas and see, give us reports, understood, whether these places are fit to give education or not. And what were taught in the madrasas and schools? Only Sanskrit, classical literature, Ramayana and Mahabharata. Don't do this, do's and don'ts are taught and nothing else. Then these things were replaced with Western knowledge of philosophy. Knowledge of politics. Knowledge of what? Science, technology. That is how India changed, right or not? Now, go to another question.
How did they contribute to the
Who?
spread of
Who? How did they contribute to the spread of English education in India?
printing and English?
Oh, printing press. In printing press, what do you have to say about printing press? A very good activities. What? If we did not have printing press, we would not have printed thousands and lakhs of books. Books were available. If the books are available, students can learn anything they want. The knowledge was free. Knowledge was free means it was not costly. But in those days, if you go to a toll and the pandit who used to teach used to say, give money, dakshinas. Understood? And that is how poor could not avail themselves of education. Avail themselves of education means could not take education. Okay, fine. Now tell me. Another question. You understood? Any problem? No. Tell me.
What is it considered a turning point in the history of English education?
Wow, very good. Nice reading. You. Changing. My good. Yeah, you. Read that question loudly.
What
Yes.
is considered a turning point in the history of English education in India?
Fine. You. Yes. Read loudly.
Explain the Charter Act of 1813. Why is it considered a turning point in the history of India?
Why is it turning point? 1 lakh rupees for spread of education in India. Can it not be a turning point? Suppose you are somebody is financing your education. Your papa says that my daughter have fought with me, and your mama came or your uncle came and said, I am going to finance. Then your papa, okay, fine, happy or not? So in that particular time, what happened? The Indians got someone to finance education, and the education was different kind of education. It was to do good to the Indians, and that education was to change Indians into what? Reformed Indians, different Indians. Now, was it not a turning point? Actually, if you look at Charter Act, what is that? It is the sanction of 1 lakh rupees for the spread of education in India. Am I right or not? Is that clear? Have you got? Am I right? What did the Charter Act talk about? Funding of education, right? By the British government. Thank you. Tell me next. All the questions are very easy. Tell me. But all of you are requested to at least prepare 1 point. I don't know whether all of you prepared or not. Nobody prepared, no? Nobody prepared. Okay, fine. You. Next question.
Discuss the Orientalist and its controversy.
Discuss the Anglicist and Orientalist. Please say something. I think if the Orientalist and Anglicist, the fight over which education to be used to teach Indians, okay? Had there been no fight between Anglicist and Orientalist, had it been good? It would not have been good. So why do you think? Both Orientalist and Anglicist wanted India to benefit from education. But what kind of education did they want? Achha, if you are asked the question, was Ram Mohan Roy a Orientalist or Anglicist? Actually, he was not either a Orientalist or an Anglicist. I am telling you. Suppose, who do you think he actually was? I must say, no, he was not Anglicist, he was not Orientalist.
Suppose.
Actually, he wanted both. Yeah, he was both. Why? Raja Ram Mohan Roy did not go against what? The knowledge of Oriental education. He wanted Indians to get Oriental education. At the same time, he wanted Indians to benefit from Western education. Rajaramman wanted Indians to know science, philosophy, psychology, liberty, democracy, about democratic rights of all the people living in that time of India, isn't it? Now tell me the next question. Read nicely.
Explain the views of both groups and its impact on education in colonial India.
Oh my God, this is the easiest answer, no? Sonali, what will be the answer to this question? What will be the you? Swastik, what will be the answer to this question? No, देखते हो. What does it mean? देखी. खाली एक बार रावण बोलेছিল. Once Ravan said, देखिए, I'm just putting it aside. Actually, he decided to make a stair. He wanted people to go to heaven using that. Understood? But he put off till tomorrow. He put off till tomorrow, and nothing came into existence. Now tell me, what? What will be the answer? Very easy. What will be the answer to this question? What is the actual question? Can you read again? What is the question?
Explain the views of both groups and its impact on education in colonial India.
Both groups. Orientalists wanted the knowledge of what? Oriental education. Okay, he wanted the Indians to get education through use of Sanskrit, Arabic, Parsi. And Anglicist
Only English.
wanted Indians to learn only English or to receive education through the use of English language. These are the two things. But both are wanting the development of India. Both Orientalists and Anglicists want in India to progress. Want Indians to make progress. Right or not? Okay, fine. Now tell me another question. Sorry. I got cold because of bad weather. Now tell me. Are you afraid of reading? You read well. Come on, start.
Write a detailed note on Lord William Bentinck and Thomas Babington.
Thomas Babington Macaulay. Okay, you read that question.
Write a detailed note on Lord William Bentinck and Thomas Babington Macaulay.
Discuss their contribution. Okay, fine. That is also a part of the question. Okay, contribution to the development of English language and English literature. Okay, fine. Now tell me, who was, Babington Macaulay, the man behind Macaulay Minute? The man behind Macaulay Minute. What was that Macaulay Minute about? It was for to impart, understood, what? Higher education in English. And who implemented it? Lord Bentinck. He gave the idea and he said, Bentinck ji, I came with an idea. Okay, no problem. What is your idea? Macaulay Minute. I am Macaulay and I have made this minute. Okay, fine. Let me study. Let me read. He understood. Oh, fine. It will be nice. If Indians go for higher studies, they will do it in English. Oh, fine. Good idea. And who was Bentinck? Governor General. He said, okay, fine. I am giving you approval. You are asking for approval, no? Gave. He gave his hastakshar. The moment he signed, it was approved. And Indian took higher education in English, isn't it? They went for higher studies with the help of English language only. That is how, this is the difference. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. In Bengali, it is called til ke tal bani hoga. Everything is very easy. And even if I teach phonetics, even if I teach linguistics, they are very easy. Rhetoric, prosody, all these things are very, very easy. Don't make it pretty lengthy. Don't draw that kind of picture I described in other days class. Don't make it complicated. Everything is very easy. All the question answered. How many questions are left? Tell me. Are there other questions? Only one question. Fine, great. Read. You, after that, after him, you will read. Come on.
Discuss the growth of printing presses, newspaper, translation and educational instruction during the transportation phase.
Oh, fine. Discuss the growth of printing presses,
Newspapers,
newspapers, translations, translations, institutions, institutions. Okay, next. During the transportation phase. My dear children, all of you, just understand. Suppose I am British. With me, what is coming? What are the things I am bringing? Suppose if I am think like I am a person who has all the things with him in his hands. What are the things? If it is 1813 to 1835, what are the things am I carrying in my hand? Number 1, printing press. Number 2, printing books. Number 3, setting up the schools, colleges, universities, okay, for the education. Number 4, newspapers, printing presses, publishing newspapers, okay. Then
Grammar books and dictionaries.
translating Bengali. There was one Brasse kind. He was, what is his name? Brasse, no? He translated English. Huh? Halhead. Okay, he translated. He made a Bengali grammar. English grammar, no, Bengali grammar. He translated Bengali grammar into English grammar into Bengali grammar for the Indians to learn grammar. Okay. Then these are the things happened. It is in this period, during this time, what happened? The newspapers began to be published in different languages all over the India, all over the country. Number 2, printing presses. You look at Sirampur. You know Sirampur? In Sirampur, who was that particular person doing it? What is his name? William Carey. He was carrying out. William Carey was carrying out the responsibility of, I have 1,000 books to print. He is saying, I have 1,000 books to print. Why? Because in the district of Nadia, in the district of North Chaubish Pargana, in the district of South Chaubish Pargana, in the district of, what is this? East Bengal, West Bengal, we need to publish as many as 1 lakh books. All the books were published. Understood? Then these books were distributed free of cost. They did not take money. For those missionaries of charity, they spend money. I am just spending. If you like, you take you follow me or my religion, or if you don't, no problem. You take only education. This actually the Christians are doing this only. They do not pressurize you. You have to take Christianity. No, they will not say that. Now tell me, you understood? During this phase, the schools, colleges, universities began to be established, began to be set up all over the country. In this time, newspapers began to be published in different parts of India, in different newspapers. In this time, what happened? Universities, colleges and schools came up in different parts of India. Then, what are the other things? Missionaries' activities were spreading because they got permission. I am with you, you can do whatever you want, no problem. Then, translations works were done. This Orientalist translated. Do you know what are the books? Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, Mahabharata were translated. And even Bible was translated into Indian languages. Is that clear? So I'm sure that you have got full information and all the answers to all the questions. Is that clear? Can I give you make it more easy? No, not necessary. I think I have used the easiest language just to make you understand all the topics. Now, please come to the next topic. What is the next topic? Tell me.
Sir, the question answered.
Yes. Still one question left.
How did they influence Indian society and Indian English literature?
Oh my God! How did they influence Indian society and Indian literature? Indians saw, were taken aback. They were shooted and booted. Who? The Europeans were shooted and booted. Okay, they were not they influenced. They were different. We Indians were wearing dhotis and pajamas. In different parts, there are this understood. Different races. Indians in Pune or Maharashtra wear different dress. In Bengal, we Bengalis wear dhoti Punjabi, right? Our women wear saris and all. And but they are totally different. Men who are wearing that, or they spoke good English, their table habits, understood? Table manners. Wow, the things that Indian follow, isn't it? Naturally, they were influenced or not. Am I right? The West came into contact with the East. There was a mixture of East and West. Oh my God, if someone is different from me, will not I follow? If he speaks in a language, if you speak in English, if people sees that you speak good English, will not the people follow you? Will not they appreciate you? And naturally, when they are new to the country, new to us, new to the Indian society, they of course left their influence. Do you know? Cast their influence. Okay, we were under the influence of the Europeans. Even our culture was under the influence of their culture. Because it was the stage of what? What? Mixture, amalgamation. What? Two cultures are mixing. West is coming in contact with the East. This is the meeting ground. India was the meeting ground. As soon as they came into India, the Indians came under the influence of the Western culture. Isn't it? That's how. It's nothing. Not very difficult. Is it very difficult? Hello? Is it very difficult? Then tell me. Are there other questions? Okay, please tell me the topic. I want to just... I will, as soon as I go, I will send you all the answers to all the questions. Okay, now tell me.
Consolidation and consolidation.
Consolidation what? Hey, you read too. What is consolidation? Huh?
Consolidation.
Consolidation of what? Consolidation of what? Consolidation. Hey, you just look at the meaning of the word consolidation. When something come into existence, that is called consolidation. When someone thing constitute. What is the meaning of consolidation? What? When you consult someone, no, consolidation is a different thing. Different. Oh, you know, during this phase, during this consolidation or dissemination phase, understood? Indians got education, they consolidated, they got into a group. Hello, a new groups of Indians were formed. Who are these consolidated? Who are a new section of society, a new generation of Indians were created or produced, and what could they do? They could read and write English. And how did these people? These people were totally different from their forefathers. Like Swamiji. Okay, wasn't he different from his lawyer father? Right? Change. There is change. With the passage of time, change was seen everywhere. a new section of the society came who could write and read in English, and these sections changed the society. Now they go to colleges, universities, schools. The time changed, the society changed, and everything changed. In this changed time, what happened? People started what? Understanding what? About their rights to equality. The British behaved as if they are the ruler. Understood? And what happened? They sometimes ill-treated Indians. And Indians felt insulted. Even if they are if they are going by train and if they are in the first class compartment, even if that fellow is a soldier, English soldiers, even if you are Indian and if you are a civil servant, they will throw you out of that compartment. That is what they did, the British. Ill treatment, this was not justice. So, a new sections of Indians were born who fought for justice, who fought for their rights. People understood their rights, right to life, right to. Is that clear? So, what is the time? Can I know?
6:21.
6:21. So, what time are you to go? 6